The track record of Fred Matiang'i.
I also have a good track record.
Needless to have added that. You have talked of Fred Matiang'i's track record.
Yeah.
Are you worried that a section of Kenyans are equally questioning his track record when they talk of River Yala incidents,
and
they talk of Ruaraka land saga?
Every person will have answers to give. If you have skeletons in your wardrobe, you will deal with them. When he finally comes to do all the talking that perhaps some of us have been talking on his behalf,
yes,
I am sure he will pick on those questions. And let me tell you...
And does that worry the party then, as the Secretary General of the party?
I want to tell you in advance, this is a gentleman who knows how to answer questions that relate to him. So nobody should ever pretend to answer those questions on his behalf.
And those are difficult questions?
They are not. I have engaged.
When bodies of Kenyans...
He will answer them.
When bodies of innocent Kenyans were retrieved from a river
when he
as a
comes
minister?
to answer them, he will answer them.
Fair enough. Mheshimiwa, we have seen a presidential advisor share cryptic messages of posters with former President Uhuru Kenyatta in reference to Moses Kuria, with the title, the Secretary General of the Jubilee Party. Are you a man tonight whose job is under threat?
Well, I am not sure that Moses Kuria, I think you are talking about Moses Kuria. You have to be very careful when you credit anything that you see around Moses Kuria. Talk to him so that then you can answer questions that on what he has said with his own mouth. So Moses Kuria is the Moses Kuria we have known in this country, and you never know what all that means. Having said that, is that the position of the SG of any party, it is not a position available as you walk across or along the road. Any party, there is a way at which through which you become elected as either SG, organizing secretary, party leader. That is done through an NDC. The NDC of Jubilee, the next NDC of Jubilee, the earliest we are going to have a national delegates conference is 2028. So anybody interested in such positions has that kind of time to campaign. Maybe those you have mentioned are already campaigning for that. And you are confident you will take through the party in the 2027 polls? Well, yes, that's what we are working on. And I'm inviting all of them, including the ones you are mentioning, because they have now seen that the party they thought was a pale shadow of its past, it is the party that will make things happen come 2027. So mine is to invite them to come on board and help us make that great change that is required in this country. And I can also tell you that that kind of interest can only be to an institution that is making sense to Kenyans. And Kioni, in my introduction, I talked equally of the loud silence of former President Uhuru Kenyatta. How much is he involved into the day-to-day running of the party? The day-to-day running of parties is done by the SGs. The party leaders in the form of former President Uhuru Kenyatta will be available when and when he needs things is necessary. So he is not silent because there is nothing he was to say which he didn't say. And does he give you direction as the Secretary General of the party? We talk when it is necessary. I don't want to pretend like the many people. By the way, you may even hear those people who are now setting those posters saying, "Niliongea na Uhuru," because the Kenyans, political people, this political conmen, not that one, saying political conmen, have understood that the nature of Uhuru is not to come out and contradict people. So he will say, "Aliniambia," because he knows Uhuru will not come and say. But will he be involved in the party's political affairs? We will. It's again him. Political affairs of the party. Well, we have organs of the party which he will chair when and as and when is necessary. You saw him chairing the NDC at Gong Race Course. If there are such other opportunities or functions that he thinks he should get involved, he will. If he thinks that it should be done by others, he will allow them to learn. He's learned this country for 10 years, and we have a track record to see. So what's a political party to him? Fair enough, and because of the interest of time, perhaps one last question.